Hello, welcome to our 5th live of today. So it's so funny because we just have all this stuff to talk about. And I know for those of you who do a lot of lives, you find this too, that it's like once you start talking, there's just so much more. And one of the things that was kind of coming up to talk about on this live was what lies beneath the mathematics that are part of Gematria and how they come up and what they relate to. And so when you read your Gematria chart, especially if you do a full chart, you'll notice there's stuff about prime numbers and pi and semi-prime and tri-prime and different aspects of mathematics, and it's kind of all part of the process. And so
sorry.
I
was going to say that in the 3 pages that we include, everything is on there. So we're not going to just throw something in there that's not sort of explained or prefaced with some explanatory remarks. So it's really pretty straightforward and easy to understand. And I think what I would want to add is that, say, for example, when we talk about pi or prime numbers and things like that, there's a lot of people who believe that math, for example, is pretty eternal or timeless. And so one of the things that's amazing, and you'll see this, is that for example, I've done this before, where like in the strings of pi, the digits of pi, 3.14, and I've done this before where somebody's the gematria for their name would appear in one of the strings, and there's these infinite non-repeating numbers, 3.14. We all did it in high school, right? And then you would be able to see the gematria for your name there, and then and that would be something to have that, and that's pretty remarkable, I think. But then somebody might say, well, you can always find it in pi. But then, what if it's followed by your birthday and your birth time? And then when you see something like that, you go, whoa, And I think you find a lot of that. And so to see like your profile, so to speak, when you were born, the gematria for your name, and to have it written into something that's supposed to be timeless or or eternal, and it's like it's very inspiring, and it's I think. But all that we preface with explanatory remarks. But I just wanted to reiterate that when you find like the gematria of your name or your birth date or your birth time in some of these things, like in pi and an Euler's number, and we'll explain all that. And if that's where your numbers lie, it's kind of amazing to see it. And how's that possible that your name, your birth time, would be sort of would figure into something that's eternal? And that's one of the things that always gets me, it gets me going, gets me excited. And that's one of the things I think that you'll see when we do the gematria for your name, is that there's this feature of it that's eternal, that's timeless. Sorry, do my
Gosh, you're
serious
so
letter
cute. I almost kissed you when you were talking on the cheek, or maybe elsewhere. See, now he's out of the camera.
Out of the camera. I'm out of here.
No, I think it is like amazing, like the timelessness of it and the eternalness. And is the eternalness even a word?
Sure.
I'm known for making up words. I actually started saying the word deliciousness way before McDonald's did. But just how incredible it is that math can be, that your name, your gematria profile, your name, your birthday, your birth time can be found within the expression of mathematics, and just how beautiful it is. I mean, you expressed it so eloquently.
And that's just one sort of underlying aspect of it. I mean, much more of it would be how it's related to the gematria of the scriptural verse. So like your name could match something, that has a clear, definite message. In addition to that, what I mentioned about the eternal and timeless part. So this way,
it's so cute. Okay, well, we'll be back in an hour. to share more of this fun stuff. And if you want to grab your Gematria chart, remember they're $155 today, and then they go up starting tomorrow. So, see you in an hour.